Today we are going to see the prose Two Gentlemen of Verona about the author A.J. Cronin, a novelist, a dramatist, and a doctor. The great works of him, The Citadel, The Keys of the Kingdom. This story completely revolves around the two boys, Niccolo and Jacopo, who were brothers. The next character in the story, A.J. Cronin himself, his driver Luigi, sister of Niccolo and Jacopo, and the nurse who treat Lucia. I am going to give you the outline of the story. This story begins with the narrator driving down the foothills of Alps. The car was stopped by the two brothers. They were selling wild strawberries. One of them, Niccolo, was 13 years old, and other, Jacopo, who was 12 years old. They were holding baskets and asking the narrator to buy the fruits, the wild strawberries. The driver, Luigi, was not interested in buying the berries from them because their appearance was not good. He said the author that they would get better ones in the Verona. But Arthur got the biggest basket from them. The next day, the narrator saw the boys shine the shoes in the public squares for the people. He amazed and he knew that they had numerous kinds of things to earn money, like hawking newspaper in the midnight, guiding the tourists around the town. The author finds the boys to be innocent and serious, pleasant and earnest. The word earnest means sincere. The narrator remarks Jacopo as a squirrel who were doing brisk business. Niccolo's smile was steady and engaging. They ate black bread and figs. The figs were very common in Verona. The black bread means over-baked ones, which is considered to be the waste. The boys were shabby in appearance and they were also skinny. Skinny means they were very thin. They had brown skin and tangled hair, that is uncombed hair. The darkest earnest eyes, that is they are sincere in their work. The narrator was the voice, has the voice, if he could help them anyway. They said wanted to go to the nearby village of Poletta, which was 30 kilometers from there. Every Sunday the boys used to go to the village by hiring the bicycles. But this Sunday they thought of going in the car of the author. So they asked the author to take them to Poletta. The author had already told Luigi, the driver, to take rest as it was Sunday. So he thought of the accompany the boys himself following that afternoon. They drove to the tiny village. As soon as the author reached, the boys rushed into a red roof of villa, asking the author to go to the cave in the village. In curiosity, the author decided to enter the villa. He rang the bell. A pleasant-looking woman with a steel-rimmed spectacle appeared in front of him. She was dressed in white nurse uniform. Later, introduced himself to the nurse. He requested her to say all about the boys. She led him into the hospital, which was Red Roof Villa. He looked through the glass partition. The two boys were seated at the bedside of the girl. That was her sister Lucia. She was 20 years old. The author repeatedly asked the nurse to say the story of the children. The nurse told the story about their family. The father was a widower and he was also a well known singer. He had been killed by the German in the early part of the war. Their home was also destroyed in the bomb blast. The children suffer a lot. Niccolo, Jacopo, and Lucia. They had to be in the starvation for days together and they did not have any place to live for months. They struggled. They had their beloved sister alone one day. They knew their sister was affected by tuberculosis of spine and she was also a singer. She learned singing by herself. In order to give treatment for their sister, they decided to work hard. All the money they earned was spent for the treatment of their sister. Arthur's heart melted for the children. He was much worried. He left the place and waited near the car. The boys returned from the villa. The boys did not speak a word. The narrator also did not ask anything from them. The secret was safely kept as a secret. The narrator is more impressive by the noble deed of the children. Thank you.